Hammerdale Avenue, St Kilda East, house set suburb price record after competition between 7 bidder. A record house price has gifted St Kilda East vendors some always welcome extra Christmas shopping money. The updated 2-bedroom Art Deco home at 10 Hammerdale Avenue fetched $1.526 million at the weekend as 7 bidders took the sale figure $200,000 above reserve. It was one of 1683 auctions across the city in last week's pre-Christmas rush, with CoreLogic recording a strong 80.2% early clearance rate from 1445 reported results. See suburb profiles: St Kilda East, Balaclava, Sandringham, Rosebud, Heidelberg. McGrath, St Kilda. Agent Josh Sterling said the standout results set a record for a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house in sought-after inner south suburbs St Kilda East and Balaclava. It was a huge result. The vendors bought it 4 years ago for $940,000, so it increased almost $600,000 over 4 years, which shows how St Kilda East has performed, he said. It was beautifully presented with an older renovation. 16 years ago the actual extension was done, and beautiful Art Deco period features. It had a great living space, a nice long living area, and quite a bit of land along the north side. There was about 3 meters between the house and the fence, which is rare for that period. Mr. Sterling said the vendors had done nothing to the property during their ownership. He added St Kilda East was a national standout for growth over the past year. CoreLogic records show the median house sale price has grown 65.3% over the past 3 years to $1.43 million in the leafy suburb. Mr. Sterling said local amenities including Carlisle Street cafes were a major drawcard. Sellers further south in Sandringham and Rosebud also had auction wins at the weekend. The 4-bedroom house at 27 Arthur Street, Sandringham, sold $185,000 above reserve with its $2,485,000 price tag on Saturday, via Hodges agent Stephen Wigley. 4 bidders competed for the property, which sold to a young Mooney Ponds couple who had been drawn by its 800 SQM block, proximity to the beach, period details and pool. A 4-bedroom stunner at 50 St Andrews Avenue, Rosebud, with 180-degree views of Bay Strait to Port Phillip Bay, went for $300,000 above its reserved on the same day. Hawking Stewart, Rosebud. Sales manager Grant McConnell said the property sold for $1.305 million and benefited from its impressive views and direct access to the golf course at the rear. "We've found the peninsula's really kicking off," he said. Interest rates being low is a driving factor, and Peninsula Link, which is now in full swing. It's such easy access back to Melbourne. Depending on where you're living, in the city you're back into the city in roughly an hour. If you live this side and 45 minutes later you're at the beach, it's a great commute now. And a Heidelberg house described as having more cracks than the Grand Canyon still managed to sell for 7 figures. Advantage Property Consulting Director Frank Valentic said the 751 SQM property at 213 Cape Street fetched $1.05 million and had presented buyers with a great opportunity. "The house was literally a knockdown. When you walked through it had more cracks than the Grand Canyon. There were 2 bidders and I think others were scared off by amount of work," he said. Mr. Valentic said the buyer would develop 2 units on the sloping site and got a good deal. "There's always some opportunities there when there's that many auctions on. I reckon that was an opportunity," he said. Scott.Carbines@news.com.au